Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm doing an eyebrow routine. How to do your eyebrows, how to have Instagram eyebrows, whatever you want to call it. I'm now here, 2 years later, showing you how I do my eyebrows. So, don't hit the rock. Ooh. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn my notifications on. Comment down below what else you want to see. Let's continue on to the video. Okay, so I already have my whole base on right now. I've contoured, highlighted, everything. And the next step I usually do in my daily makeup routine is my eyebrows. If I keep looking to the side here, it's because I have a monitor. So, yeah. And with eyebrows, I like to have a whole clean base. So that means I already plucked it. All the spare hairs, is that what you call it? All the hairs that aren't supposed to be there are plucked. I pluck them myself. You can either get them done professionally by someone else, you can get them waxed, threaded. I used to get mine threaded. My eyebrows have gone through a very long journey of literally so much that I have no idea what shape they were before. I will literally insert a picture of what the fuck my eyebrows were before. You choose whatever shape you want. Mine, I used to pluck my eyebrows really thin and they just ended up the shape they are now. They're like straight and then have a little arch. I think my eyebrows, I like the shape of them, I just think they're a little too sparse for me, so that's why I fill them in. So that's the first thing you want to do, is that you want to pluck all the eyebrows that shouldn't be there. You want to make sure you have a clean slate so when you put the makeup it goes on smoothly and you know what shape you're going to have and everything. Okay, so we're very close to my face right now. I hope you guys can see everything. I like to use Tweezerman classic tweezers and I just tweeze whatever eyebrows shouldn't be there. I really hope you guys can see this. I like to get this part over here, because I noticed, like, I like the straight line. Like, if I really want to have like perfect eyebrows, then I will get them done professionally, but I just don't feel the need to spend money on it. Other parts I get over here as well. I don't like playing too much with this eyebrow. I always have one really good eyebrow, which is this one, and then this eyebrow is the one that just does things on its own. For my eyebrows, I like to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown, and I like to use the Anastasia brush in, it doesn't say, but I think this was a number 9 or number 12 brush. I noticed that they change their brushes super often, but it's just a really thin brush. And I like to use the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard, and this is to just clean up the edges and everything. I used to not do this, and I have no idea how I didn't, because it makes the eyebrows look completely different. So what I first do is I brush out my eyebrows so they're just in place. I don't really have like messy eyebrows. I have Asian hair, so it's very thin and it just kind of just stays in place and like doesn't really do anything. Now I just get started and I brush them out again. And now looking at the mirror, I look down and I trace my shape. I don't get a lot, but I kind of do get, like, I watch other tutorials, and when I first started doing my eyebrows, and I noticed that people do, like, little of this, like, goes a long way. I just dip it in like this. I don't get a lot, I just dip it in. Since it's a pomade, then it's very, like, formable on the brush. So what I like to do is I literally just separate it, like thin it out like this. You can start from the top of your eyebrow or your bottom, but I like to start on the top, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So I start off with a line like that. I also really suggest having Q-tips. This cleans up a lot too, because I definitely do mess up. I have bad eyebrow days and really good eyebrow days. And I really hope today's a really good eyebrow day, because I'm filming a tutorial. And I just trace the top. And with the tail, I kind of just drag it off a little. I try cleaning it up with my pinky like that. You can use a makeup remover. I'm fucking disgusting, so I lick that shit. But I like to clean that up. It's gonna be most pigmented in the end. And notice how I didn't put any in the front, because you want that fade. So I don't really put much in the front. I don't really touch the front, except I take it off. I do this. See how it comes off a little bit? So then I can play with the front a little bit. I'm barely putting any pressure on my brush right now. Now when I'm satisfied with the top, I like to start with the bottom. And that's the same exact process, except I just get more product, squeeze this thing, and then I start from here. And I try to make sure I have a really precise straight line, because that's how it looks like you have like on fleek eyebrows, like those Instagram eyebrows that everyone looks at. I don't like to say that I have like Instagram eyebrows. Like, I just think that this is how I do my eyebrows personally. Like, I just like them really on point. And I just work my way there. And I just connect that with it. Do you see how I did that? And I just connect that, and now I have a shape. And that's the shape I want. If I'm not satisfied with it, I would just go back and draw over it again. So now I just fill it in. And this is the part some people just mess up in, is if you put too much product. I literally just dip it in once. And then I work from the end to the beginning, because this part is supposed to have more product. If anything, I don't use any product in the front. I just brush it in little strokes, because it's supposed to manipulate looking like real eyebrows. I like to occasionally use the brow definer, also by Anastasia. I owe all my eyebrow stuff to Anastasia, honestly, because she saved my eyebrows, and it just works really well with my eyebrows because it stays for so long. I just fill in those missing spaces, like here. I don't want it to look too fake. If I feel like it looks too much, I also use a spoolie to brush out some product, because I don't want it to be too much. Okay, now moving towards the front, as you guys can see, I take off a lot of the product. You see that? You see how much that is? That's a lot, and you don't want that much on the front of your eyebrows. So I like to move up the product because there's a line there. So I move it up because that pushes it up in there. And then I just like to literally, since there's product here, I just like to move it up. And I like to fill in those missing spaces. And I really don't want it to look too blocky in the front, because that's when it starts messing up, and it looks way too blocky. Because that just looks like you have literally a whole caterpillar on your eyebrow. So I just like to mess around with the front a little. I touch this part, barely any pressure, literally barely any pressure, because this part should not be blocky. And then I spoolie it, and then I go over it again to make sure it doesn't just look like there's random streaks. I know, it's disgusting. I'm literally licking the Q-tip and putting it on my face, but that's just what I do. And if I feel like the Q-tip is taking off the product, I use a beauty blender and take more, like that. And then I go back. And now I like to get my NARS concealer, and I like to fix just the bottom. I used to do the top, but I feel like that's unnecessary. So I put it more on the bottom, and this shade is a little lighter than my natural skin tone. Because I kind of wanted to highlight it at the same time. So I'm just putting that on the tail, and especially in the beginning. And then I get a foundation brush like this, and then I just clean it up. You can use any, I'd use a smaller brush honestly, but I'm gonna just use this brush because it always worked for me. Use whatever you're comfortable with, and then I just blend it out. I push it up to where the line is so it looks super clean. And then here, blend that out. And then I put it towards my eyelid to make it more brighter. Just make sure there's not any harsh lines. That's the whole thing with makeup, is a lot of blending. And then I push up here to blend the the front of your eyebrow even more. I keep saying beginning like it's a book or something. And then if I feel like the tail got kind of fucked up because of the concealer, I like to go back and just redo it again. Okay, so that's basically how I do my eyebrows. I'm going to do the next one. You might see me struggle because this is the bad eyebrow, but I'm going to just speed up this eyebrow because you already saw how I did it, but you guys are still going to see, you know, how I did the process. I'm just not going to explain. Okay, and I am now done with that eyebrow. I know today's a very funky day for the eyebrow. This eyebrow is just killing it, doing its thing. This one is... It's always the tail that I mess up with, is because my eyebrow here naturally goes down, like it curves down. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my look. I'm gonna finish my eyes and I'll get back to you guys. Okay everyone, and that's how I do my eyebrows. I finished my eyes just now. I put on lips. I'm ready to leave. I'm actually on time. I was supposed to leave at 1:30 and it's 1:28. So I'm actually quite proud of myself. I'm still literally blending. If you want to see a tutorial on this look, I did a simple halo eye with... I like using more like orangey, bronzy shades. I'm actually very guilty of always doing that. So if you want to see a tutorial, make sure you comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And yeah, I hope this video satisfied your eyebrow needs. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning, wherever you are. I love you. Mwah. I just got lipstick all over my hand.